Hello everybody, Cat Bailey here, and today I am going to be streaming Fire Emblem Fates, which is, I think, due out next week. I managed to get hold of a 3DS capture card, which is pretty rad actually, and I am just going to hang out and be playing it over here. Let's hang out and chat and everything. Don't worry, I'm not going to be spoiling anything. I'm just going to be playing the first 6 missions. I've already got a game going in Conquest, but maybe we'll jump into Birthright and see how that goes. So, starting a new game. You know, I always like to play on Classic just because, I don't know, it feels unnatural. Hey, Seven Pains, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. Phoenix is an odd one. Fallen units return immediately. I mean, it seems a little bit like cheating. And casual, I mean, you can kind of brute force the missions, so I just like to go with classic. Here's the character creation. Oh, Seven Pains, how am I streaming this? I borrowed a 3DS capture kit from my friend Andre, who runs Game Explained, and you can go check him out on YouTube. I hope the stream chat isn't full of people complaining about the petting being removed. Yeah, me too. That would be nice. And hey, Uzi Lover, how you doing? Welcome to the streams. Good to see everybody. Let's do it. So, yeah, as I was saying, you can choose between 2 characters, you can choose your hair. I kind of like this hairstyle. You have to kind of be careful because you can't change the features, but you can change the hair later on. I kind of like this look, actually. Kind of rad. And then you can... The thing... all of your relatives on the Hoshido side all have red hair, so I guess it makes sense for me to have red hair, right? Ooh, I like this. Look kind of evil. And then you can, like, have your eyes always closed for some reason. I don't even know why. And evil look. Okay. But I kind of like mature, apparently. So the streaming kit can you basically use to play 3DS games on a bigger screen? Not really. I mean, I guess I could kind of use it to be playing it on my TV, but it's not ideal. I take it you're reviewing this game for US Gamer. Yes, I am reviewing this game for US Gamer. And yeah, this totally is Brock Eyes, isn't it? It's pretty funny, but... And finally, facial detail. Ooh, rad scar. You can have like little tattoos and stuff. But I'm gonna go with rad scar here. And finally a voice. Oops.
We've got this. We're not done yet. Ready for this? Ready for this?
Alright. We have our character. And I'm just gonna name myself Cat. And let's go. Guess my birthday is on April 9th. So this is interesting. I haven't figured out exactly what this does. But I'm gonna go with deft, or so I'm gonna go with quick because speed is always good. I assume this means that this will like boost up my certain stats. And I'll go with dull because I don't think I really need smarts. And then ooh, samurai. And then like mercenary is a really good class. So, and then we continue. Yes, sure, why not? No, I don't want to share my information. And I'm going to make a new save because those are my current saves for my review.
Destined to seek life beyond the shore, just out of reach. Yet the waters ever change, flowing like
Cookie Mountain wondering if I'm reviewing all three. I am actually reviewing Conquest, and Mike is going to be reviewing Birthright. That way, because the two games are pretty big, so it's pretty tough to hit both on the review cycle, and Conquest is also actually pretty hard. So we're teaming up on this one.
Glorian General, you face the High Prince of Hoshido, Ryoma. I challenge you to single combat. I will accept your challenge, High Prince. But I'm no general. I am Crown Prince Sander of North! Ha! Ha!
Gotta say, the cutscenes in this are really good. Or at least in terms of quality, they're excellent. Alright. So this game's kind of mean in that it introduces you to both sets of your siblings and gets you to know them, and you immediately want to... You don't really want to betray either side, but they're like, no, too bad, you gotta choose. So go ahead, make your choice. Alright, here we go. It starts you off pretty slowly.
Okay. Guess I did it right.
Guess you did do it right.
Tell me, Prince of Nor. Silence!
Yeah, I expect that they'll restock the special edition at some point. My strategy, this is going to sound silly, but I like to go to GameStop to pre-order my special editions, because I can feel pretty good about my chances of getting them. This is Elise, and she is your typical lolicon kind of character, uber cutesy,
Not to worry.
and our other lolly character, more dominant, I guess, and also kind of crazy.
Yes.
So this is the Norian side, so if you choose Conquest, you get to be with these guys.
Nicely done.
Listen,
I kind of wish that you could have the Japanese soundtrack and voice track in this one, but you cannot, unfortunately.
yes.
Stay focused. Don't worry.
You can actually turn off the
I'll take this one.
you can actually turn off the additional cutscenes and make things go a fair amount faster.
Listen up.
I see the enemy.
P-Diddle27 wants to know, how connected is the Fire Emblem universe? Are they all self-contained games? Yes, for the most part. Fire Emblem 6 and 7 are actually prequel and sequel, respectively. So those are connected, but beyond that, often they tell their own
Keep it
stories.
together.
That's why Though you'll often get a protagonist who's vaguely like Marth. Like that's one similarity. Another similarity is that you often have some kind of corrupt royal who is, I don't know, being evil, and you have to stop them. A little bit like a good-hearted kingdom being betrayed by a corrupt royal or something like that.
Come on. Be careful.
So, one thing about Fire Emblem, it operates on the rock, paper, scissors ideal. I have a sword, they have a lance. Sword does not beat lance, but bow beats lance.
Here I am. Let me go.
I like him. Well, I mean, I like archers in general in these games.
We are not alone.
It's over.
Are the battle animation transitions smoother? Maybe I hadn't noticed.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Amazing.
That went well.
Come on. Are you all right?
Yes.
Seven Pains wanting to know if it's memory issues, not including the Japanese
hurt, are you?
voices. Maybe?
Not on my watch. Silence!
On the contrary, Cat is my sister. Okay.
Oh.
You have the devil's own luck.
I do have the devil's own luck. It's true.
Yay! Norian scum! No.
Don't be fooled. Come back.
And time for a flashback. By the way, if you start a new game, you can actually start it, I believe, at the point of the split. So you don't always have to watch the prologue. I'm just doing the prologue because it gives you a good taste of the game. Yeah, Michael, I'm sorry, there is no Japanese audio option, unfortunately. Will the game have extra missions like Awakening had, or is that pretty much what Conquest, etc. is? Actually, they're releasing a
Wake up.
DLC expansion. If I'm not mistaken, it actually comes with the special edition, and it has that like posits a third way where you can
Hey, wake up.
choose between neither side. So not the Norians or the Hoshido. There will also be DLC missions, it appears, so. There's lots of hmms and
Oh.
and oh.
Is that so?
Well, thank you. That's really nice. I really appreciate
Yes.
it. So I will say that I picked Conquest because I'm kind of I'm a Fire Emblem veteran, I guess you could say. I don't regret it, but I will say that if you're kind of new to the series, maybe Birthright is a good starting place because Conquest is pretty unforgiving. There aren't a lot of opportunities to level up and grind, and it gets really unforgiving really quickly. So just something to keep in mind. Birthright is more along the lines of Awakening, which is generally considered a really good entry point to the game. And if you're intimidated by the permadeath, there is casual mode, so that you'll get your characters back. And then you can kind of just enjoy the story.
I'm impressed.
Is that all?
Big brother.
Listen. Let's do this. Let us begin.
Seven Pains, wondering how I feel about the front mission games. I'm going to admit to my shame that I have not spent nearly enough time with front mission. I seem to recall picking up front mission for the PS2 and enjoying it, but never really getting into it, so maybe that's to my detriment, but I feel like that's a definite gap in my RPG/tactics knowledge is front mission. And unfortunately, Square Enix has never really supported it over here, and as most of you know, the Square Enix decided that it would be a good idea to 99%? I can take you. Square Enix decided to turn it into a third-person shooter, which was really a terrible idea for front mission. Art Radar, I bought one version of this game, the other half be $20 once the game is out. Yes, and if you try to choose, or if you go ahead and choose the game that you don't have, it'll immediately take you to the eShop and let you buy it, and then you can just go straight into it. Alright, moving on. So I'm actually really busy right now. I seem to be ending up with a lot of really hard games. I finished reviewing XCOM 2 last week. You can go check out my review. And now I'm reviewing Fire Emblem.
Thank you.
And before that I was reviewing Darkest Dungeon, so I guess you could say that I'm kind of a glutton for punishment.
Big brother.
By the way, if you're just coming in here, I will be giving away my pre-played copy of Final Fantasy Explorers in a little bit. So keep an eye out for that one. Whoever answers first in the chat the trivia question that I put up will be able to get that game. So keep an ear out. In the meantime, we're continuing right along. I'm also playing Firewatch right now.
Well,
And I literally played the first mission of that game. If you're not familiar with it, you literally enter a fire tower. But you are, going around and you're telling rowdy teenagers to put out stop using those fireworks and the like. I wouldn't recommend looking too deeply into it just because I think it's good to be surprised, but it's getting a lot of positive word of mouth, so I am checking that out right now. I just finished the first day, so hopefully I have something about that on Monday. The question about the Street Pass features in this, I haven't had any chance to check out the Street Pass features yet, unfortunately. But I do believe that they're somewhat similar. I know that you can recruit characters from other worlds, which tells me that you can once again recruit your friends' characters. I actually did that with Awakening. I recruited Jeremy into my game, and he became so unbelievably powerful, it was ridiculous. But it kind of sucked because I couldn't get him to support anybody. So there was that, and that's kind of a drawback.
Hey.
huh?
Yes.
This is a lot of story to begin with.
Now then.
But the long and the short of it is that you were raised by the Norians. You are trying to get powerful enough to fight for your father. Your father's kind of a jerk.
I'm so happy for you.
And I'm about to go
Yes.
and start undertaking missions for him.
Yeah.
And I'm extremely nice. I'm a nice person. I wish nothing for peace.
Huh?
All of my siblings love me to death.
Oh,
Listen up.
yes.
They refer to me things
Understood.
like Little Princess and the like, which is very sweet of them.
Yes. Good luck out.
I have a butler. comments about support conversations with Street Pass characters being horribly generic. Yeah, I expect that would be the case. Seven Pains, I wish I lived in a place where I had a chance to Street Pass. Yeah, that can be a bit of a drag. I live here in San Francisco, and San Francisco is a pretty tightly compact urban area, but man oh man, is it hard to find Street Passes around here. I'll be honest, they're probably the only two places in the US that... probably the only place that you can reliably Street Pass in the US is New York City. Because that's kind of like the Tokyo model, right? And even then, I'm not sure.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, so Garen, kind of a jerk.
Father! Yes.
Also, I love that they're all siblings, but they look absolutely nothing like one another, which is in true anime fashion.
Yes.
Ouch! Jeez, Seven Pains. I won't tell him that you said that. Jeremy is a very supportive guy. And very nice.
Yes.
If he's watching the chat, he can know that I said nice things about him. Got a rad sword.
Thank you.
Now. Sir!
See, this is where I'm saying that he's kind of a jerk.
Listen well.
You know, it's funny. My actual recollection of Awakening is the tiniest bit sketchy, but I don't doubt it.
Yes.
It feels like they went a lot more anime with this version. I could be wrong. I mean, the series has always been kind of anime. You can also customize everybody, like add stuff to their outfits.
Huh?
Do it.
Oh.
Hey?
Yeah.
So dragon veins are a thing. You walk up, you clear the debris. You can like basically impact the environments in various ways.
Remain focused.
So we are now at the point, I believe, where if a character dies, they are permanently dead. Obviously, if your main character dies, you will get a game over, so...
Allow me to explain.
Yes, tutorials, etc. So this is a tutorialization. Yeah, a lot of the strategy involves pairing up with characters so that you can minimize their weaknesses. Be able to double attack that and the like. This guy, he's a great knight. He falls in the Fire Emblem tradition of they always give you a really powerful character to start, but you don't actually want to use them too much because if you do, they will soak up all the experience that should go into all of your other characters without becoming very powerful.
You have my support.
Yes, as I said, you have a butler. The game really wants you to... a deadly butler.
Pay for this.
I had no idea that there was a Fire Emblem anime. That's kind of awesome, actually. I don't particularly feel like dragging this out, so... So yeah, there are ninjas in this one. I haven't really figured out what they're strong against, except I know that they take down... Archer? They have a hard time with lances. But axes can take them out. And axes can take them out, but they're good against a lot of other things, I think. They're really fast and they add status attacks to things.
I have failed you.
And wrapping up.
Phew. This is...
Have I gotten into a knockout fight in regards to who gets what games, gets what on game reviews this year? I got Persona 5. I already signed up for it, so I'm going to be the one reviewing that one. I'm pulling rank on everybody. And so I get the honor of playing that 100-hour RPG this fall or whenever it ends up coming out. Jazz is in charge of the reviews.
Father?
Most of the time it's first come, first serve. If you want it, you go sign up for it on the spreadsheet.
No.
Insolent fool.
So, this is a pretty common thing in Conquest. He'll be like, go and kill this person, and you'll be like, I don't want to kill this person, and he'll be like, well, too bad, you gotta kill that person. And...
What?
I'm finding various ways to not kill all of the people.
Father! Listen well.
He likes killing.
Do it.
He looks kind of like Emperor Palpatine as well. So, maybe that explains it. He's been totally taken over by the dark side of the Force.
Big brother.
Ow. See, my Xander even has a lightsaber. It's a red lightsaber. Hey, F. Wiley, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. And yeah, Garan is such a jerk. It was a question about an option to skip battle animations entirely. Yes, you can. You can totally skip the... You can totally skip the battle animations if you want. And in fact, when it's not my turn, I always turn off the battle animations.
Enough.
Because I don't want to watch the enemies come in. And then usually I just hit start and skip all of the enemies moving around.
Hush.
Hey.
But I keep the animations for my own characters on.
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty powerful system.
I see.
Leo.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, come on.
Your siblings are pretty nice.
Oh, wow.
It's just, the leaders can be a bit of a jerk. Very cool. What's everybody playing right now? I'm kind of curious. I want to know what's up. I already said I'm playing Fire Emblem, obviously. I'm playing Firewatch. I just got done with XCOM 2. I know that a lot of people are playing Firewatch, a lot of people are playing Final Fantasy Explorers, and a lot might be relative in this case. And yeah, F. Wiley, I'm doing Conquest, which might be a little more than I can chew because I've had to restart every mission after like mission 10 or mission 9 because
Yeah.
I almost always lose a character because I'm dumb. But so it doesn't hold back. I gotta say that. So, this is not me bragging or anything or humble bragging. Today, this is kind of where I am though. Today I got a package in the mail. It was a giant package. I'm like, what the heck is this package? And I open it up, and it is a Mad Catz PS4 fighting stick for Street Fighter V. And I'm like, and this thing is like worth like more than $100. I don't have a copy of Street Fighter V yet, and I have no idea what to do with this thing because I'm not a fighting game enthusiast. So in all probability, what's going to end up happening is I'm going to give it away over the stream. So that is a thing that you can look forward to pretty soon.
Yes.
But I only brought up Street Fighter V because there was mention of, oh yes, so Tenga is waiting, is playing a lot of Dragon's Dogma until Street Fighter V gets released, which is pretty rad.
Let's do this.
And yeah, those are it's like a top quality stick, I guess. That's what the implication was anyway.
Well, yes.
Is anybody picking up? All right. I'll do a contest. Maybe we'll do a contest pretty soon, on the site, or we'll give it away on the stream. I think it's a TE2. There's a question whether 8.4 did the localization for this. No, Nintendo actually handled the localization in-house this time with Treehouse. So it's not 8.4 who. I think it wasn't a slight against 8.4, I don't think. I think it was just a matter of 8.4 was extremely busy with Xenoblade Chronicles and did not have time to do Fire Emblem, so that's why Treehouse did it instead.
Yes.
See, that sounds like an easy job, except Garon is a jerk, and every easy job ends up having a horrible, horrible catch to it. Oh, so Tenga, the stick is for the PS3/PS4. So, at least that's what it said on the box, which probably means that it's not compatible with the PC. Sorry.
Huh?
In all honesty, I'm a pad player. Is anybody picking up Final Fantasy IX for the iPhone? Oh yes. Our evil Grand Vizier here. So the thing I haven't figured out yet, and this is not a spoiler, is whether he's like put an evil spell on the king, or if the king is just that being much of a jerk. But he does certainly fall into the evil manipulative type. Oh yeah, this guy looks really nice. Hans. Sith warrior. Darth Hans. Alright, get ready because the Final Fantasy Explorers question is coming in a second, so get your Google ready, I guess. Soon as we start the next mission. Alright, this is a good time. Alright, first person to tell me... Oh. We all know that Marth appeared in the first Fire Emblem, but in which Fire Emblem did Roy appear? Tell me in the chat. You get a copy of Final Fantasy Explorers.
Of course.
Sorry, Warlock 82. It's not Sacred Stones. Congrats, Nameva. That is correct. Fire Emblem 6 is the one where Roy first appeared. So you get a free copy of Final Fantasy Explorers. Right on. Congrats. So just PM me on the site, cat.bailey, with your address, and I will send along your copy of Final Fantasy Explorers. Thanks for playing, everybody. Alright, continuing on. Yeah, no problem.
I see.
By the way, if you haven't played Fire Emblem 6, it's for the GBA. It's import only, and it's actually worth picking up. It's kind of renowned for being one of the harder ones, but it's quite good. And in fact, a lot of people were disappointed with Fire Emblem 7, which was the first one to come out in the US, because compared to that, it was actually Fire Emblem 7 was actually quite easy compared to 6, which made it a better choice for first time Americans playing it for the first time. But for long-time fans, they were kind of like, eh.
Of course. What?
Yeah, Darth Hans here doing his thing. I have a copy of Fire Emblem 6 lying around somewhere. I got pretty far in it, but I don't think I ever finished it.
Why?
But no, Fire Emblem 6 is actually, strictly speaking, the follow-up to 7. 7 is the prequel to 6, interestingly enough. Or is it the sequel? No, it's the prequel. 7 is the prequel to 6. I can never... which is interesting. I've never seen them do that with Fire Emblem before. Unless I'm wrong. I know that there was Gaiden after Fire Emblem, the original Fire Emblem, but and I think that might have been a direct sequel, but I could be wrong. Alright, so now I can pair up. And Hans is a jerk. So I like to put the butler with my main character.
Here I am.
Yes, exactly. Ellie Wood from Fire Emblem 7, which is the first one to come out here,
I believe you.
was Roy's dad.
Rookie.
Okay, Fire Emblem 3 was the sequel to 1, and both star Marth. Gotcha. Alright. Oh, where could this dragon vein be? Oh, look! Here we go. The maps get quite complicated. You know, Hans is a jerk, but he's also not very smart, because guys with axes should not run in. Okay, see? That's how you can change the combat animations. So I think you can do it by character too. Yeah, you can customize the animation options for each character, which is kind of rad. But I just do it for my turn. Makes things go quite a bit faster. Goodbye, Hans. What's the name of the villain in Die Hard? Was he also named Hans? God, why am I like totally blanking on who Alan Rickman played? Warlock 82 really needs to go back and play the older Fire Emblems. You can play, you can get the Fire Emblem 7, which is the first one that came out here. Yes, I know I've already said that before, but I'm just, as a reminder. You can get it on the Wii U right now. And it's actually a pretty rad way to play it, because then you can play it on your TV or your gamepad. So And I would actually recommend it because the Fire Emblem 7 was my first Fire Emblem. And even though it's, as I said, easier than your average Fire Emblem, it's still harder than Awakening. And I really like the style of the animation in 7, so I would definitely say that it's worth checking out on the Wii U. A lot of people, I believe, would say 5 is the best. 5 is the one that... Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. I think 5 introduced the ability to marry and have kids. But it might have been 4. One of the two. But a lot of people seem to really like 5 quite a bit. Yeah, Sacred Stones came after... Sacred Stones came after Fire Emblem 7. I think that's 8. Sacred Stones is cool. It's kind of like Birthright and Conquest, actually, where there's a route split early on, and you choose between one of 2 siblings. My cat has just walked in. He's saying hello, and he's going to totally jump in my lap and mess everything up. But yeah, so in order to experience the entire story, you have to start a new game. That's kind of what Birthright and Conquest do, but obviously on a much greater scale. And my cat just totally jumped in my lap. Luckily, he didn't drag my microphone down into my lap. Hello, and also, is that fine?
My name is Size. Die.
I won't allow it! Just in the nick of time.
You have the devil's own luck.
I do have the devil's own luck. Alright.
You all right, dear? Thank you. Uh-oh.
I wonder if this game will have tactics ogre-style backtracking with the going back story branch points. Yes, kind of. I mean, you can start a game right at immediately at the change. By the way, you can't like see me, but my arm is tangled up in my like headphones, and my cat is strung out between my arms right now, which is amazingly awkward, but I am somehow making this work. By the way, is my voice a bit better now?
Saizo. Yes.
Okay, sounds good.
I see.
Well,
God, he wants attention.
Understood.
He is so freaking lovey-dovey. talking about
Oh.
Final Fantasy IX earlier. I agreed with the comment that
Don't worry, you won't have to stand there.
large-scale RPGs aren't super ideal. Yeah, meow. Large-scale RPGs aren't what I would call ideal for
What?
mobile, but I am happy that people get a chance to play Final Fantasy IX in a relatively easy way, because I don't think it's available on PS4, which means that you have to have a PS3 to play it, or a classic PlayStation. So the fact that it's going to be out on PC and iOS is gratifying to me. This is very Trigun, I gotta say. If you've ever watched Trigun, watch it. It's an amazing anime.
That's it!
Yep, as I said, Final Fantasy IX is getting remade for Steam, so that is also a good option. I think you should just get a Vita anyway, because it has Persona 4 Golden on it. And you can also get a fair number of good... You can also get a fair number of good indie games.
Dragons grant me strength.
And here's your little anime mascot buddy.
No.
I downloaded that new Digimon game onto my Vita. Not had an opportunity to play it yet, though. Has anybody been playing that game? You should give P4 Golden a shot. Castle 89. I think you'd like it. I liked it a lot better than the original P4 when I played it. My dragon buddy does have a hat.
Well. Huh?
And here's my castle area. And I get a treehouse.
I see. I'm so sorry.
I understand, Castle 89 about the grinding point. I'll say that I don't think you get fatigued, and a viable strategy in Persona 4 is just to brute force a dungeon in one go, but you can go multiple times, like 3 or 4 times if you want, in the space of time that you're allotted to complete a dungeon.
Thank you. Yeah. Understood.
Yeah, I think... Let's see. Yeah, no, you would have beat the first dungeon, so... Or the second dungeon after... After, like, you initially go into the TV, so... Yeah, no, you weren't that far. Maybe a quarter of the way through. And now you get to meet your Hoshido family.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
They decided to go with a real Japanese motif for the Hoshidans for some reason.
Oh.
The one thing that I'm curious about between Birthright and Conquest
I'm glad you're
is how
safe.
much crossover there is ultimately between the two.
Huh?
That's going to be interesting
go.
to see. Just because I think it's going to be tempting for them to recycle a lot of assets between these two. I mean, if making basically two whole separate games is quite the undertaking, I'll say.
I've been waiting for this. Thank you.
Huh? Uh-huh.
Anime hair is amazing. I totally wish that I had the time/energy to go crazy with my hair the way that anime characters do.
I cannot believe it. Huh? I am so happy. What?
Thanks, Castle89. Nice to meet you.
Please.
And
please.
God, no, I would never do a wig. That's terrible.
No.
Yes.
It can't be.
Don't be fooled.
Don't be fooled. Getting a little into the traditional anime cliche of having a bit of amnesia. Seven Pains mostly, but not always. The important stuff gets voiced. Like cutscenes, for example.
I see.
Just mostly just punctuating.
Reporting. What? Sir! Ugh.
To tell you the truth,
I'm sorry about this!
when I started playing on my first run, I really wanted to side with the Hoshidans. But I couldn't because I was assigned to Conquest, so I kind of held my nose and started playing with them. And I don't regret it, but good lord. This game kind of lays it on thick and making you want to go with the Hoshidans.
Listen. Thank you very much.
Yeah, JBobo89, it is pretty advanced warzy, which is not surprising because Intelligent Systems totally made that game, so yeah, you should play Fire Emblem, it's pretty rad. Oh hey Wando25, good to see you. Long time no see. The characters are not very powerful yet. So you can pair up characters. I'll do it for expedience sometimes, but often I want to try and keep them apart so that, because I can still get benefits from support, but I can also have both of them attack rather than just one. Stop stealing my kills, dude. Actually, I think I want to go this way. Duh. As you can see, it moves pretty fast when you turn off the animations on the other side. JBobo89, yeah, this does have permadeath, but only if you turn it on to classic mode. If you turn it on to casual mode, it does not have permadeath. He has ranged attacks with his shurikens. Cutting it a little bit close with some of these attacks. That's my problem. That's why I always end up dying, is that I routinely end up cutting it way too close and then dying. Narak 211, what is the difference between Birthright and Conquest? Conquest, Birthright, you side with the Norians, who are these guys, like the samurai guys. And Birthright, you side with the Hoshidans, they're the samurai guys. And Conquest, you side with the Norians, who are the kind of European knights, kind of villainous. I would say Birthright is definitely harder than Conquest. Or sorry, Birthright is definitely easier than Conquest. My apologies. So if you are kind of nervous about how hard the game is, you might want to start with Birthright. But you get to make, right now I'm playing a mission that is the same between both versions. You make your big choice. No, Kaze, no. I don't know if he's permanently dead because this is still just kind of the prologue, but maybe. I don't actually care because it's not my like real run. I have to be careful, because if I am not, I'll end up dying and losing the mission. And here we go.
I'll back you up.
So I'm going to be making my big choice pretty soon.
Thank you so very much. Well, huh? Big sister. Sorry.
JBobo89, would I be attacking more conservatively if this were my real playthrough? Probably. I wouldn't have put Kaze in a position to die, I don't think. And I would have been healing a lot more.
Big sister.
That's right. Yes.
Norian scum!
That's right.
No.
Starting to learn that maybe Nor is not the nicest place, even though your siblings are kind of nice.
Oh. Pardon? I'm so sorry. No. Go on.
Is there a love interest in this game or dating sims? That'd be rad. Actually, yes, there is a love interest, but you can pretty much date anybody of the opposite sex in your party if you spend enough time around them. So there is definitely a pretty strong dating sim aspect to Fire Emblem Fates. Eventually, if you get married to them, like, they'll come live with you in your castle. And there's some dating sim aspects to it. Like, I think they'll like take a bath and you can like wipe the bubbles away. That kind of thing.
The waters ever change, flowing like time. The path is yours to climb.
I thought there was two, but I think there might be a gay love interest. I think if they die, I'm not exactly sure, but I think maybe they just won't go back onto the battlefield. In some of the older Fire Emblems, they would just be dead. But in this one, maybe if you marry somebody, they just kind of retire.
You. Well, I am a Huh? Truly. I see. No. I see. Yeah.
That's putting it lightly. It's like saying Emperor Palpatine is not a peace-loving ruler. By the way, if you're just joining us for the first time, I'm currently on a run through the first 6 missions of Fire Emblem Fates, up to the point where you make your big decision on where you end up, who you end up siding with. So, I am just about to the point where you make your big decision.
Huh?
So you've met your original siblings, now you're hanging out with the Hoshidans, and you kind of get a feeling for both sides. The Hoshidans are Japanese inspired, and the Norians are European. Yeah, he was a peace-loving ruler. Peace through force. Fair enough. There will always be peace if I'm on top. I mean, that's how it goes.
Excuse me.
You have my gratitude.
Of course.
Go on. Please. Very well. Thank you.
Why do you...
Well...
Yep. Thanks, Andre. Really appreciate it. Being able to borrow the 3DS capture kit for this. I think that can be arranged.
Thank you.
What 3DS games would you want to see streamed out of curiosity?
I don't trust you. Hold on a minute.
No.
What?
Listen.
Yeah, Takumi's a bit of a jerk. not gonna lie. So the questions. Do the different games have different units? Yes. Each side has unique units to them. And can you customize your army? Yes, you can customize your units with like clothing and stuff and items and accessories that you buy from a shop that you can build in your castle. Do I like this as much as Awakening? I really liked Awakening. I think that I like this one a tiny bit better because it's more traditionally... It's more traditional Fire Emblem, I guess you could say.
Hey! What? Huh? Come on.
You'd watch pretty much anything Pokemon. That's kind of good to know because in a couple weeks, I'm gonna be getting Red and Blue and streaming that. So I think you can look forward to that. The classic Red and Blue on the that is coming out of the 3DS eShop. So to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Pokemon, right? Exactly. Playing Barbie with soldiers is awesome. Alright, big dramatic moment. Everybody dies. Because, oh no, it's a trap! Emperor Palpatine loves his traps.
You were not hurt. Tell me you're okay. I'm fine. I'm so glad. Mother!
You there! Show yourself!
What?
I didn't... Did the Mega Man Legacy Collection come out for 3DS? I thought it was... I didn't know it was on handheld. If it is on handheld, I would totally get it.
Be careful.
Question, is this easy to pick up and put down? Yeah, totally, because you can take a turn and then just kind of set it down and go do something else. I'll just close up my 3DS and put it away for a while and then come back and take a few more turns, put it down, etc. So yeah, no, it's definitely a great handheld game. Oh, congratulations on your forthcoming baby. I hope that they are healthy and happy.
Stand strong.
Big sister!
One thing that's pretty useful you can check the movement of an enemy. So the little blue squares are how far they can move. So you want to be kind of careful because Worm Slayer will kind of really mess you up. It won't kill you, but it'll mess you up.
We can do this. I'll stay with you. I'm impressed. Be careful.
Normally I wouldn't want to attack a sword user with a club, but kind of don't have a choice in this instance. So he has a Worm Slayer, but checking out on the preview, I can see that I can kill him in one hit 100% of the time, so no big, I'll just kill him. Yeah, no, I think the overall Fire Emblem is one of the best looking games in the 3DS for sure. Don't worry, he's not dead permanently. I'm not even sure that he's a main character for quite a while. Oh, she's dead. Assuming that... Once again, I'm not sure if death is permanent in this area. I think there's a pretty good chance of it, though. In which case, I've totally lost 2 characters already. Woohoo! Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm glad that you're enjoying the stream. I'm enjoying chilling out and playing it. Alright, and now you die. I'll say this, JBobo89. If you're looking for an excuse, just tell your significant other that you want a 3DS so that you have something to play at 4 in the morning when baby is trying to get to sleep and you're just standing there and you have nothing really else to do except coo at it and either read a book or play a game. Or, I mean, and there are some games that you can totally play like one-handed, like with a bottle and stuff. Like Fire Emblem, for example, is actually not that hard to play one-handed because it's an action game. So, there's your excuse. No problem. I have a couple of friends who recently became parents, and they end up playing they still have time for games. It's just, you know, more handheld games, or they might have the baby in the crook of their arm while they're playing Civilization or something. So, something to keep in mind. You can get your gaming in, just you can't let it be to the exclusion of the baby.
Are the ocean's gray waves.
Interesting dragon, by the way. Looks kind of like Dialga from Pokemon.
No, stop!
You are the ocean's gray waves, destined to see life beyond the shore, just out of reach. Let the waters a path is yours to climb. Kill me if you want, but do it as yourself.
That totally worked. Good job. And now you get to become a sweet dragon whenever you get mad. Isn't that nice? I would totally become a sweet dragon if I could.
Fire at will. I'm disappointed in you, Subaragi. That wasn't even my best trap.
Flashback time.
You poor thing. Orphaned at such a tender young age.
I think it's pretty obvious that if I could be a sweet dragon, I would just rampage. That's what you do if you're a sweet dragon. You go on a rampage.
Are you all right? I'm so sorry.
No.
Huh?
Yes.
Ah.
Dispensing sweets angrily. With fire.
Listen.
Yes. Why?
This is all your fault.
I kind of agree with Takumi. It kind of was all my fault. And it's true. I wouldn't have happened if I hadn't shown up on their doorstep.
That's,
Shut up!
Takumi.
You!
What?
hey.
I'm so sorry.
Please, Wait.
Like, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Like, I totally, like, used fire and death and all of the explosions. Sorry? Oh my god. So sorry.
What did you say?
And now I get my rad sword.
Huh?
It can't be.
Indeed.
Swords are always the key to peace.
That can't be.
Huh? Big sister?
If I may,
Oh hey, Kaze's still alive. Yay!
Show no mercy.
Azura. Wait. Listen.
So this allows me to turn into a
Understood.
sweet dragon just for one attack.
Thank you.
That's
Huh?
You can only carry a certain number of items. Alright, so now to make the big decision. Ooh, bravely second. That's a good idea.
You're not hurt, are you?
Big brother!
let us begin. Stay alert.
Big brother. Oh.
You have the devil's own luck.
I sure do.
Yay! Norian scum!
No.
Don't be fooled. Come back.
This way.
Big sister! She's my sister!
We're your family.
So, at this point, obviously, you have a choice. I have the special edition, so it's all in one cart. So I can choose whatever side I want. If you buy only one and you try to purchase the other, it'll take you to the 3DS eShop. And you can buy it and then just have it and continue pretty seamlessly, which I think is pretty cool. And then there's also the DLC expansion. So that's the third side. And I think you can only get it if you have the special edition. Anyway, so this is the one I'm playing right now, but just for the heck of it, I'm going to see what happens if you pick Hoshido. So this path includes opportunities to grind. This will allow you to enjoy watching your characters grow faster. Or this one is a more traditional experience with less grinding. So, but I'm just gonna go with Birthright.
Ugh.
They really, really guilt you about it too.
I'm so sorry. Hey!
How could...
Big brother!
Traitor. Silence!
Dead.
Not on my watch.
What's the matter?
You.
Show no mercy.
Fascinating.
Shall we kill them?
You can't hide from me.
I'll do my best.
I welcome the challenge.
I can protect you.
Allow me.
I'm ready.
Let's go. Come on.
And then they make you fight your old family.
To join you.
Oh, okay.
My apologies.
Interesting. Okay. So Jacob sides with you no matter which side you end up choosing. So certain characters will be available no matter which side you end up choosing. Alright, so that is the first 6 missions. I won't go any further than that. But I will show the castle really quickly before I am finished. Unfortunately, I can't just load straight from the game, so I'm just going to have to exit and reload really quick. And yeah, I agree. This is a super cinematic game for a handheld game. Like I said, the cutscenes in this game are just splendidly done. So yeah, when you start a new game, you can start just where you can just skip the entire prologue and start at the Branch of Fate. But this is where I am right now in Conquest. But this is my castle. You can like just look around if you want, which is kind of cool. But otherwise you're running around. So like I built a lot of this stuff. There's a little temple where you can, I guess soft reset exists, but I can never remember how to do it. So you can give your little dragon some stuff. I like to give Lilith milk. How many hours do I think Conquest will take the average person to complete? I'm not sure, to be honest. It's probably a 20-25 hour game. So yeah, you feed Lilith food, and Lilith will give you gifts, and also help when your castle is invaded, which is the thing that can happen. So here's a private headquarters. You can invite an ally in. They'll come say hi.
Let's see what you've got.
And then you can like look at them.
Are we
This is the
finished?
petting mini game that they were talking about. That's just all that happens. Oh, and you can change your hair. So. And then you just kind of wander around. Your characters are chilling out. You can harvest some dairy.
Huh?
There's a blacksmith.
Please, take your time.
You can carve your name on your swords, which is kind of cool. Like, you can just name weapons if you want, so... Oh, I guess... only certain names can have it. I'm not actually sure how this works. Okay. Interesting.
Many thanks.
But actually the smithy aspect is a tiny bit confusing,
Please,
but
take your time.
the basic idea is that you can, if you have 2 of a particular kind of weapon and you have the right ore, in this case crystal, you can make an improved version of a weapon. So I'll just do this for the heck of it. So doing this gives me improved stats. Oh, and I can name it. See, now I've named it, so I have a named weapon that's been forged and stuff, which is
Many
kind of
thanks.
cool. That's not how relationships work. Maybe not in real life. And there's a hot spring. Fire Emblem, it never really gets truly pedo, but it does get a little etchy at times. So yeah, you can just do this. Sitting in a hot spring, looking at your characters. Yep. Normally in relationships, like, you pair up a character, like, during a battle, and if they fight it together long enough, they'll start liking one another and supporting one another. That's just one way to improve a relationship, is to invite them to your house. There's an armory, you can have a staff store. There's a lottery shop where you can, like, win ore. So, and then you can continue to build new places. Like, this is here where you can buy your friends' characters, I think. You can bet on gladiatorial fights. I don't know what that means. And then if you your castle can get invaded. So
I could do no less.
you want some defensive structures. So that is the castle. And then there's also the Dragon Gate, which is, you can view purchase DLC here, so I presume that means that there will be some DLC maps. So before I finish up, are there any other questions about Fire Emblem Fates? Stabby McPoke. That's a good name, actually. Fighting always leads to love and more fighting. Totally agree. And love can, in fact, bloom on the battlefield. I think Metal Gear Solid proved that. Most of my exes are warriors, few mages, I guess. Yeah, totally. Oh yeah, the prison. So, you can actually capture units on the battlefield, and then you can bribe or persuade them to join your team, which is kind of cool. Okay, so there will be DLC available at launch. I know that the third path will be available, but I just wasn't sure if there would be additional maps. The point of the hot springs. I'm not actually sure. Hang out with other characters? Maybe there's a chance to improve your relationship? I'm not sure. Yeah, of course I have interest in XCOM. In fact, I reviewed XCOM 2, and that was my last stream, so you should check it out. When will the review go up on the site? I see. The review will be up next week, so you can look forward to it then. Alright, everybody. So, it's been a couple hours. I'm going to call it quits on this stream. Thanks for dropping by and hanging out with me and talking about Fire Emblem and being a sweet dragon and Valley Girls and how relationships work. It's been a blast, as always. Do me a favor and subscribe to the stream if you like it. Tell your friends. Obviously, check out US Gamer. If you want to watch the stream again, you can find it archived over on YouTube. If you don't know, I have a podcast. It's called Axe of the Blood God. It's an RPG podcast. You should go check it out on iTunes, Stitcher, and all that, and subscribe. I will be talking about Fire Emblem Fates next week and going a lot more in-depth into it. I think I'm like halfway through, maybe a little less than halfway through right now. Needless to say, I have quite a bit of playing to do tonight. But in any case, thanks to everybody for dropping by. I really enjoyed it, and I'll, have a good night, everybody. Ciao!